Initializing fake net.
Retrograde Amnesia is a member of the Greenlit Podcast Network. To find the other excellent shows on the network, please go to greenlitpodcasts.com. If you enjoy listening to this podcast and want to hear more of it, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/retroam. Patrons get early access, bonus episodes, and access to all of our miniseries episodes, covering other JRPGs like Terranigma and Parasite Eve. Please visit us at patreon.com/retroam.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
Have you heard about our new website?
Is it on the internet?
It's on the internet. It's www.retrogradeamnesia.com. What's the main thing you can do there?
Click.
Yes, you can click on the play button and listen to episodes there in a browser. Or you can click on the About section and check out all the bonus content that we've got. You can see everything that we've ever recorded and know what hot sounds you've been missing. Speaking of hot sounds, Eric, would you like to hear some?
Yes. I think the webpage could use a Patreon link or two.
It does have a Patreon link. It says by the miniseries.
Is it easily navigable?
No, they don't give me so many options. It's like I got to use their fucking shit like that. And Libsyn 5 is still in beta, so they don't have all the shit rolled out. But it looks nicer, so I use that one. I don't have to redirect all the links later. And welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic JRPGs, chapter by chapter, beat by beat. This time, we plot our future and look for secret makeout points that are guarded by dinosaurs. My name is Chris. I'm joined tonight by Eric. Hey.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how you feeling?
Tired.
We're also joined by the RealNet, a collective of patrons who are listening to us record live and look like dumbasses. You too can join the conversation at patreon.com/retroam.
We're also joined by the Fake Net, our post-production AI companion, and ship AI responsible for the crash in Returnal.
Initializing fake net.
How else am I supposed to facilitate a hero's journey? Certainly neither of you wankers are up to the task.
Cool. Hi, FakeNet.
Hello, Crisp.
Good to see you again. Returnal.
I can't stop playing it.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to play it, because anything that says one more run, then I have to do the one more run.
One more run's 2 hours, buddy.
It's not a one more run thing, but with Disco Elysium, it's like, I'm going to go talk to one more person. One more person. And then it just keeps snowballing until it's 1:30 in the morning. Playing Nier, ready to be done after a couple hours.
Yeah, you get your fill.
Like the game, but, you know, I'm good. I don't need to keep going on this shit. So, Eric, we explored Balam, right? We're ready to head back to Balam Garden to see the results of our
get our test scores, man.
Yeah, this is the exam after all. Of
course.
Which is kind of fucked up.
So on the way from Balam to Balam Garden, I made an observation. I brought out the map for the first time on the world map. It can be a fully rendered 3D globe, a small 2D mini-map, or a giant screen-filling world map. And I forgot the Balam region was an island. But there's like a lot of thought put into this globe. It's like a 3D globe that you can look at. Did you try to manually walk in the train tunnel?
No, I try to stay on the road and I can't do it. I can't stay on the road.
Yeah, the camera control is not exactly ideal for point-to-point navigation.
Yeah.
Now, is this in my head, or later on when we have access to the full world map, are there do you see trains rolling around on the tracks? Like, is that like a real-time feature of the world map?
Don't think
I feel like I've seen it.
Maybe.
See us on episode 16 for the answer.
Squall 5042 says, yes, trains go by.
Hell yeah.
So, thanks, RealNet. Okay, so you ready to go back to Garden? Okay, we get back to Garden.
Balam Garden plays.
Yes. Zell gives us a hearty stretch.
That's exactly what he says.
And Selfie drops a, seriously. I don't know. I guess it's because they had to walk all the fucking way here.
Yeah, she touches the back of her shoes.
Oh, okay. Even though we're going to be walking around all over the world for the rest of this video game, they are expressing their distaste in having to do so.
And they both leave Squall's party.
Yeah.
Making their way back on their own.
Goodbye. We'll wait for the test results.
Speaking of, we really don't have a lot of freedom here. As soon as we get back to the central lobby, Sid, Shu, and Quistis are here.
Yeah.
Shu thinks they did a pretty good job, then tries to confirm if all the candidates are back safely. She then confesses she didn't realize the Galbadian army was after an abandoned communication tower. Really? So does Shu have regrets about the violence there? Perhaps about the Elvoret and its onboard fucking guardian force that now works for me, Squall, the reluctant hero of destiny?
I think she's more concerned with the payout.
Yeah.
Like, I think that
she's the brand manager.
I'm sure there was some sort of stipulation in this contract about what we had to do and what we had to protect and what our mission was. And at some point there was an order to retreat, right? We don't really know why that order was given.
Like, it's implied that we weren't supposed to be in that tower.
Right, exactly. So I think she's more worried about that based on some things she says later. Then SeeD, right?
Yeah, he cuts off any attempt at introspection by saying the Dole Dukedom has said the Galbadian army has agreed to withdraw as long as the communication tower is repaired and the uplink remains operational.
Yeah, weird treaty, bro.
Yeah, so like that's what they wanted to do anyway, right? Was just repair the communication tower. So everybody wins, nobody loses.
This is an occupation, right?
I think so.
Okay. This occupation was just to generate some cash flow.
Yeah.
from
basically
from Dole to Garden and whatever Galbadia is up to. Like, you'd think there would be some level of collusion between the various sovereign countries and Garden.
Yeah, this only gets worse, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
Like, if you want to save money, maybe don't cut the grass every single day.
It's not necessarily something that I ever picked up on originally. Like this, all these
the financial stuff.
Well, I just never paid attention to how the various entities were playing together.
Well, Chris, when we had played this for the first time in 99, 2000, the United States had yet to invade another country in our adult lifetime.
Yeah, you're right. The only thing we had really experienced was like Bosnia and...
Well, that in the first Gulf War, but that was different.
Yeah, you're right. We had a pre-9/11 mindset when we played this game because it was before 9/11. So, yeah, you're right. The way we think about things was much different. I'm sure that teenagers that are 16, 17 years old are more cognizant of things like this just because of the world they live in.
Yeah, plus they're basically an ROTC here, right? So they're already kind of propagandized in their brains to figure out like what their purpose is as soldiers. Yeah,
and then Zhu notes that at least they're gone. And then she says, but we could have made more money if they stayed, and calls more ruckus.
Before that, when SeeD said about as long as the uplink remains operational, Quistis and Zhu emote, but I can't tell what they're doing. Are they laughing? It'd be super weird if they're laughing.
I think they are laughing, because obviously Zhu is most concerned about the money. And
I was surprised that this was to make money.
Well, actually, Final Fantasy VIII, not Metal Gear Solid 4, was to comment on the PMC and the role of capital during wartime. Yes, the war economy.
The war economy.
War has changed.
War never changes.
War has changed, Eric. Sorry. I approached Zhu then, and she tells me I did pretty well.
You get control now, which I didn't want control. I wanted more exposition about what in the fuck we just did. So it's unfortunate. Like, SeeD will continue to nod his head occasionally as his idle pose, so I assume he agrees with Zhu as she's talking about that.
Quistis will confirm this and say that he's my best student. He's not very social, though.
Quistis says to stick around for the exam results. SeeD says, and I'm hearing Revolver Ocelot's voice in my head, how did it feel out there on the battlefield? You can reply, felt good, scared to death, or whatever. Chris, what'd you pick?
Whatever.
Me too. Ultimate fucking whatever, you toilet shirt dipshit. He seems stunned by this, but then says, whatever. Yeah. That's great. Whatever. My guy SeeD doesn't give a shit if you're good at killing. Later, he'll say he's just glad nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
But I picture, like, have you ever tried to, in your younger days as a youth, like, insult an older person with, like, your rapid fire wit to like really dig in deep and hurt them, and they're just like, yeah, sure, kid.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. It's funny. Get a load, like, and they turn it back on you.
Yes.
That's exactly what SeeD just did to me.
Yeah.
Like, he's masquerading as like this fuddy-duddy old guy, but he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. There's also some students in this area. They're gossiping about Galbadia's real target, the communications tower. So word has reached here about what was really going on, and it seems to be important.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
The jogging kid is also there. He's talking to his brother.
Yeah, he's also blocking off the path. His brother, it's the brown coat guy that's frequently sitting out front by the draw point.
Yeah. His brother seems like he did bad on the field exam. He says he would have done better if not for his chronic back pain, which seems like
feel that.
Yeah, it feels like maybe don't send the kid to war if he's got chronic back pain, maybe. And then we can go around the corner to the right.
I went up to 2F first.
Oh. Didn't know you could do that here. Okay.
The Treppy groupies are here, and I speak to them. They tell me Quistis has defeated 13 enemies. I've defeated 15, but she doesn't care about me.
Is this in the classroom?
Yes.
Okay, I did this later, yeah.
Okay. I checked my desk to look for updates on the garden forums. It's all the same.
I did too a little bit later.
It hasn't changed yet in our playthrough.
There's a couple of different scenes that happen through the hallway
Is there
here, but
a mechanical purpose toward them telling us how many people Quistis is killed versus Squall is killed?
I think
Is it just like a running competition thing, like an internal plot to see who's better?
I think
with
it's
the groupies?
I think it's just a goofy little
I think
thing.
it's funny. It's
yeah,
like,
it
you
is.
know,
Yeah,
they're collecting that data. Why not tell a player the data in some fun way?
there's another one that will tell you how many times you've been knocked out, been KO'd. So there's one of them that asks if you've
How do
been
they know that though? If you reload saves?
no, not totally KO, just like
Okay, before
yeah.
you get Phoenix downed or something.
yeah.
All right. So that's all I did. Then I went to the right side, which is like you're kind of gated into going to the right side of the garden on the first floor.
Yeah.
Who's there waiting?
It's Seifer.
Uh-oh.
We get new music here.
Hold on, did you try to run by him?
No.
It won't let you. He calls Squall. He says Squall's name and it like auto walks Squall back in front of him.
Oh,
Because I know this boy isn't about to walk away from the implication of a challenge.
of course not.
But yeah, we get new music. What's it called?
Unrest.
Yes.
Cool.
Unrest is a sad song with bassy synths, and then for only a few seconds, some moments of hope with some light piano keys. What could this song mean?
I don't know. It's weird. Seifer asks Squall point blank, "Did you hear about the communication tower in Dole? We would have been heroes if it weren't for that withdrawal order."
So we did everything we could there, right? We beat up the guys fixing it. We killed the monster. I'm pretty sure we were heroes.
I think so, but they activated it, so we
But
didn't.
what glory is he?
We didn't deactivate it before we left, or guess we didn't occupy the tower. I'm not really sure because they.
Is Garden putting up a front about us not really wanting to do that?
I think so. It feels like that.
So Seifer's being manipulated here?
Yes, I think all of us are. To be honest. Quistis then comes in and tells Seifer that he was only looking for a fight.
Shoes with her.
Yes. Seifer calls her his, quote, dear instructor and says that he's hurt by these words. He says, quote, "Those are rather cruel words for an aspiring student. A mediocre instructor like you will never understand."
Owned. Fucking owned.
Yeah, fucking owned. Which Zhu tells Seifer not to be so stuck on himself, and then she tells him he'll take responsibility for leaving the designated area.
That's when my guy jumped off the rock and ran over the thing quickly? Or like, how did he even get back? Do we know that? Did he swim? Did he like swim?
I guess, like, he was not there during the spider battle at all.
No, he was on the ship because he walked out of it. But
Yeah.
when did he get back?
But
So,
yeah, but just the fact that we went up to the tower, like his squad went to the tower, he's the one that's taking full responsibility for this, or has to take full responsibility for this.
Seifer counters, asking if it isn't a captain's duty to take the best possible action. Shu then hits Seifer with that thunder. Seifer, you'll never be a SeeD. Calling yourself a captain is a joke.
Yeah, Zhu fucking owns in this particular conversation.
But Tiffany was with me, and she has a quote, "Girl, oh no, you just started a villain origin story."
Actually, kind of, yeah. I mean, that story is already in motion, but she
She
definitely
just fed it. She just
yeah.
fanned the flames of that.
Yeah, she contributed to that.
Seifer is defeated. He stares down at the ground.
Yeah, he slumps over his shoulder and vibrates as if seething.
They love vibrating in this game.
Yes.
Shu then waves at SeeD, who walks up and thanks Quistis.
Yeah, she kind of waves backwards too, like as she's walking away from Seifer. I took it as she was saying "fuck off" to Seifer.
Yeah, she just burned him with the fire spell, and he's sitting there immolating.
Yeah.
Zhu and Quistis leave while SeeD remains. SeeD tells Seifer he'll be disciplined for his irresponsible behavior. Quote, "You must follow orders exactly during combat, but I'm not entirely without sympathy for you. I don't want you all to become machines. I want you all to be able to think and act for yourselves."
And then something very interesting happens. A garden faculty member comes in and kind of cuts him off.
Yeah, like he interrupts him, telling SeeD he has some business in his office.
Yeah, this felt like they wanted SeeD to stop talking.
Yeah, like he was about to say too much
Yeah.
to Seifer.
I didn't know this game telegraphed so much early on in the game, but obviously there's something up with SeeD.
SeeD's a big mystery. Like I can't tell if he is like under control, if he's talking too much, if the faculty actually owns him and he's a puppet figure.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to break free. Like it's really attractively unclear at the moment.
Yeah, and the whole thing of seeding
Mm-hmm.
some of these mysteries and these plot elements so early in the game is something that, I mean, our RPGs did this a lot in this era, and I don't remember this game doing it at all. And guess what? It's all right here. Very, very cool.
Was the faculty maybe, as their angle, worried the students may have seen something in the tower they weren't supposed to?
Or I think they wanted SeeD was talking too much.
Oh,
like
okay.
he doesn't want, like he was sitting there trying to tell Squall and Seifer that he wants them to retain some level of human decision making.
Which is not what you want in the army at all. You
No,
want to
I think
fucking
it's
purge that shit.
Yeah, that's probably true. And he's probably kind of going off program, off protocol
He's
here.
off model. He's off message.
Yeah, and some of these garden faculty members are more than just faculty members. They are overseers that maybe report to somebody else.
Yeah, I don't remember the answer to this, but do you think they're human?
Keeper of secrets? Yes, I think they are human.
I don't know. I have no idea. It just seems that they're too automaton
Yeah.
or what we're dealing with.
But they are, I think you described them as acolytes in terms of their clothing. And
so they're just heavily devoted.
They're kind of acting like that. They're heavily devoted to the calls, not to SeeD.
All humans play cards. They don't play cards.
Yeah. What the hell?
Dogs don't play cards.
Yeah.
SeeD will eventually say there are so many issues at hand, and he walks away.
Yeah. If you...
talk to Seifer.
Well, I talked to the faculty member.
Oh, what'd he say?
The faculty member says SeeD shall not act beyond the exact wording of a contract. He says, quote, "We are a non-profit organization."
No. We are not a non-profit organization. They'll know now to be more generous when hiring SeeD. So non-profit, as I understand it, is your business can make money, but you're not designed to maximize profits. Where if you're saying you're not a non-profit, they're here to make that fucking cash, right?
Okay, yeah. That makes a lot more sense because my next line was my dude. I don't think my dude knows what a non-profit is.
Yeah, right.
Because like they were just talking, they were just talking about how much money they could have made if there would have been a bigger ruckus.
Yeah.
And yeah, that fucked me. Shit.
If you talk to Seifer, all he says is 5 dots.
Yep. Did we get a ding noise or something? Alarm?
It's a garden intercom.
Yeah.
Which exists.
All students who took the exam are to report to the second floor hallway.
And you got to do this now. If you try to walk back to save or something like that, it'll tell you, like, it'll make you go that way.
Yeah.
So I go, second floor hallway.
Yep. When we arrive, the gang is all here. Zell's pacing nervously.
The gang also includes Rajan and Fusion.
Yes, Fusion and Rajan are also here. If you speak with Fusion, Fusion says,
"Rage."
And Rajan clarifies that it'll be our fault if Seifer doesn't become a SeeD. So they're already putting the blame on Squall, even though kind of like Squall went along with Seifer, not the other way around. Also, Seifer was responsible for this anyway.
Also, 2 students I've never seen here, and then Selfie is not here.
Yes.
The whole blaming Squall of Seifer doesn't that's more villain origin story shit.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Fuel for that fire.
A faculty member then comes in and calls for Zell, and Zell frolics off the screen like Green Bay Packers Jair Alexander once did in college.
Fuck, I've just got celebrates the dragon punch.
Squall is then called forth, and that's it. We're dismissed.
It says that is all dismissed. The 3 people in the back all do the same darn it animation at the same time.
It's hilarious that they did that. Like, I love that little moment
but
of
Seifer
levity.
didn't emote, did he?
No, I don't think so.
He
It was the 3
stoic.
Yeah, it was the 3 generic students. I thought that was a nice little touch. I feel like somebody put that in there as a joke. They're like, that's pretty good.
Or like the RAM budget only has enough for 1 animation at the time, so it's like, fuck it, make them all do it.
Yeah. Now, did Selfie get called too, or is she not up here?
She's not up here. I think she's in a different like area of the building,
Okay.
but we eventually find out that she is. Her name is called, because then we're transported to
SeeD's office.
SeeD plays.
SeeD is sitting on a fucking throne.
Exact. That is my note too. This open room is either outdoors or has a glass ceiling. I think the former because there are some canvas coverings over some tables. 1 faculty member is here with their hands in the Mortal Kombat 2 monk pose.
Yeah. The faculty member says that these are the 4 students who passed today's exam. However, from now on, as a member of SeeD, you will be dispatched all over the world.
Chris, the 4 students are me, Zell, who's standing up extremely straight, Selfie, and the 4th student, some fucking guy.
Yeah, some fucking guy, which more on him later. We are proud to introduce SeeD, Balam Garden's mercenary soldier. SeeD says SeeD soldiers are combat specialists, but that is only one aspect of SeeD. When the time comes, and then he gets cut off. Curiously cut off.
By a
curious
faculty
cut
member
off.
again.
Yes, faculty member cuts him off. So what is this time? The time of the gospel?
Yeah.
Time of the bonus? Yeah, thanks.
He says it's almost time for a meeting, and to make this short.
Yeah.
The faculty member just says SeeD is a valuable asset to Garden. Quote, its reputation is solely dependent on each one of you.
Mm-hmm.
Handle your mission with care. He then asks SeeD if that's what he wanted to say. Chris, is SeeD autonomous? Chris, is SeeD a puppet? Chris, what is going on here?
SeeD has a larger purpose than just generating money. I think that's obvious now. There is some other purpose that SeeD knows, but is not supposed to...
Geopolitical meddling.
Yes, exactly. He's not supposed to tell us about that.
Chris, are we the baddies?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we are. I think we are the baddies.
It's clear.
It's very clear, for now at least. Next, we're going to...
SeeD awkwardly gestures after that. What is happening?
Every time SeeD is on the screen, like, everything is electric when SeeD is around.
Yeah.
Like, everything's fucking crazy.
SeeD's like my low-key favorite character right now.
Yeah.
Because he delivers something weird every single time he's on screen.
Yeah. Now we get our SeeD rank report. SeeD comes in and hands out reports. He then has something to say to each individual here. Each one of these little lines is delivered in parentheses, as if he's whispering. He whispers to Selfie that he's looking forward to the garden festival.
He does a weird interaction before that, though.
Oh?
Like, he has some strange, weird animation that's, like, before he leans into her ear.
It is like his duck thing where he...
Kind of.
Okay.
I don't know. I couldn't tell what it was.
Weird. Then he goes on to generic man.
Yes.
And tells him to do his best even if he doesn't stand out. Which
That's
is
great.
Hilarious.
That's
great,
wonderful.
Great line. Good job.
Good localization.
Yes. He tells Zell to try to control his emotions a little bit.
Just a little, because we need some of that rage for when you're feeling it, son.
And he actually tells Squall nothing. He just says, finally, a gunblade specialist.
Hell yeah.
He gives Squall no advice.
Sim
at
is
all.
going to pass a gunblade specialist into SeeD no matter what.
Yeah, I think he was...
Two would have been too obvious, but one of them was going to get automatically put in there.
This also implies that, because we know that Seifer has taken the exam more than once, and this also implies that Seifer fucks up so bad every time SeeD can't even force him through.
He can't pull some strings to get that to happen. So after the inauguration, Zell prances away. You speak to SeeD, he gives Squall a battle meter, which lets Squall access battle report in the tutorial. Quote, it may come in handy for future battles. He also whispers in Squall's ear, telling him they will talk privately one day.
Here's another curious thing. Faculty member chimes in again.
The faculty member tells Squall that he will be expected to use GFs along the way. Quote, be sure to ignore all the GF criticism you hear from other Gardens or military forces. That's a lot. Chris, has our Garden gone rogue? Are there rumors about stuff? Are people posting on the QAnon boards about Guardian forces adding 5G to your fucking blood cell? Like, what are we...
Either way, the faculty member wants us to make sure we use GFs. And I, too, want to use GFs because I wanted to be able to
Yeah, but
do
it's
more than
wonderful
tech.
because it's like mechanical, you should, but also story-wise, they're heavily implying you need to use this for success, son.
Yeah,
Take the drive.
Yeah, it feels like if they let SeeD talk more than he actually has, then he would tell us maybe why. But
Devastating emotional attachment issues?
yeah, it's strange. Don't know. So did you check out this battle meter thing?
No.
I haven't checked it yet. More on that later. More on that later. Then we can ride the elevator down.
2F hallway. Zell is prancing, Selfie is skipping. It's no coincidence the three of us just graduated. Like, it's us three, like we're some special heroes of fate here.
There's a student there near the rail. And
Random guy.
Random guy.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same guy. The random SeeD. He says that his time has finally come. He'll be the ruler of Garden someday. Which is that how it works?
I didn't get that guy.
Oh, okay.
After 17 years of suffering, his chance has finally arrived.
Oh, okay. I must have gotten a different guy. Yeah,
it's weird. It'd be funny if we got two different random guys in the Garden.
Yeah. Then I went and talked to Zell, or Zell spoke to me. Not sure. Tells Squall that we need to get back to class. It's tradition that new SeeDs give a speech in front of class. Then it's the inauguration party.
I'm making the jerk off motion.
Yes. Yeah, Zell just told Squall to report to all networking events. And Squall's like, fuck.
No.
Selfie is super amped up. She's just screaming SeeD over and over again. So she's very happy.
I don't know that Selfie did a lot to justify this, Chris. She relayed a message to someone who didn't take the message.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. We're heroes of fate. We were meant to pass regardless of our performance. I'm pretty sure you could have fucking sucked on this test score.
We don't know much about Selfie because remember, she's a transfer student. So maybe she had strong credentials before she came here.
Yeah, maybe.
And
who transfers and graduates on their first day?
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Stay one more day back at Galbadia and graduate there. Speaking of which, she's from Galbadia Garden, right? The country we just fought for.
Did she say that?
I don't know. Sure. There's only 3 of them. It's got to be one of the other ones.
Okay.
Initializing fake cat.
I know Eric is wrong, and you also know Eric is wrong. But someone else corrects him a bit later.
Also, one thing that we failed to mention about Selfie, nunchaku.
Yes.
They're cool. The end. That's all. Her weapon. Nunchucks. It's awesome. It's cool. They're long.
Then we get to the hallway. We enter the hallway, and who's here waiting for us?
Everybody.
Including Seifer.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. It's about to go down.
Yeah, there's like a tense silence for like 5 seconds.
It's really, really anxiety-inducing.
Yeah, and then they all start applauding.
Including Seifer.
Yeah. Fades out.
Everyone else claps too. Like, he starts the group clap in my headcanon.
Shy Guy 32 says selfies from Trebia Garden.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay.
My bad.
No shit.
Then we get our test scores.
Yeah, let's get our test scores.
Chris, let's go over our test scores here. You get judged in conduct, judgment, attack, spirit, attitude, and finally your SeeD rank. Chris, what did you get for conduct?
I got a 30 points.
I got 40.
Oh, good job.
I have better conduct than you.
Thanks.
Initializing fake cat.
Your conduct score is based upon how much time is left when it's time to leave Dole.
It's funny, in my report cards in grade school, they always said, has trouble staying on task.
Oh, okay. Well,
not this time.
No.
I have better conduct.
Next, judgment.
I got 60.
Oh, damn, I got 50.
That's right, Chris.
Yeah.
I didn't jump off that cliff.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to those people.
I didn't jump off the cliff either.
I showed good judgment, Chris.
I did talk to people.
Initializing fake cat.
Judgment is calculated by how much time it took you to clear the fire cavern and defeat Ifrit. In this case, The less time you have left, the better your score.
How about attack?
I got 50 points.
Me too.
Okay, is that the max?
I don't know. Because we got 60 in judgment, right?
Okay.
Like, what the fuck is this? How do you even measure attack?
Yeah, I don't know.
Initializing fake net.
Your attack score is based upon the number of kills you earned during the SeeD exam. A perfect score of 100 is given if you murder more than 75 humans or creatures.
Spirit.
Yeah, what's your spirits within?
30.
30? I got 100.
What? What? How'd you get 70 points higher?
What is spirit?
I don't know. I don't have school spirit.
Fake net, what's spirit?
Initializing fake net.
Your spirit score is based upon the number of time you run away from battle. Apparently, Eric is a chicken wuss.
I don't know why I got 100.
Fuck
Okay.
you.
Next, I got points deducted.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
For what?
30 points deducted.
That just came up?
Just says points deducted, 30. Yeah. Look
Jesus.
at the screenshot right now. Yeah.
What'd you get for attitude?
I didn't get an attitude.
Are you serious? I got one that said attitude 80.
Initializing fake net.
Attitude is based upon deductions. If you defeat the XATM 092, this is referred to as points deducted. Points will be deducted each time you talk to anyone except Seifer or Zell during the exam. If you do not obey Seifer's order in the submarine, each time you try to move towards the communication tower before Seifer orders you to, each time you talk to Biggs after defeating him, jumping off the cliff, failing to save the dog, or hiding in the pub while XATM 092 passes.
Also, the next thing I got,
Total seed rank?
bonus.
Oh.
100 points.
Are you fucking with me? Did all this happen?
Yeah, it's right here. I do know the bonus is for killing the spider thing.
Oh, okay.
Killing the robot.
There you go.
Not sure where the spirit comes from, but hopefully Fake Net already told us.
I did.
So what's your seed rank?
8.
I got 6, dude.
Oh.
All because you stayed and fought a spider.
So is this a rank of like, is
I show better judgment and conduct than you.
I killed a robot crab spider, dude.
That does not show good judgment. You had plenty of guns back on your boat that easily took care of that thing.
I did cheat too, so.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah, bad judgment. Cheaters always win.
Yeah.
Good job, Chris.
Shit.
Bounce this green ball off your head.
Yeah.
I think I won't. So the game then tells us that as a SeeD member, our pay will be based on rank. The rank will go up according to actions in battle, and it can also go down, which is great.
Yeah.
So periodically, as far as I know, this only manifests by you getting paid at intermittent times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it on a timer, internal timer? Or
Seems
is it just,
like, I think it's an internal timer because I got just wandering around.
So could you put your controller down and turn off your TV?
It
and
might
go to
be on
bed?
steps. It might be a step counter, but
okay.
you could put a
rubber
you could do
bands.
the Pokemon egg hatching thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to our dorm. There's crickets outside.
Yep.
Selfie is here with Squall. She laughs and says she found him. Chris, how did she get in my room? Is she my roommate?
Because there's only one room. I have a theory that the dormitory section was supposed to be a bigger area for you to explore, but it wasn't fully developed, and they had to just make it go to the room you're supposed to go to that time. Because we see different rooms.
Yeah, later.
So, I don't know. She's here.
She is changed into her SeeD uniform. She will tell Squall to get changed because they have a party to go to.
Yeah.
I looked to see if her shit was in the other dorm room and it wasn't, so I don't think she lives here. You try and leave, Selfie won't let you. She instead begs Squall to change.
Yeah, get changed.
There's a good changing clothes noise.
Yeah, it's a get. Yeah, I wrote get changed sound effect. Capital G, capital C.
My graduation uniform has stupid shoulder pads linked together by a wallet chain.
Yeah, love the chain that runs from shoulder pad to shoulder pad, bro. Looks
Selfie
great.
will tell me I'm looking good, and then let's hit the pate.
Yeah.
There are a lot of podcasts with comic book reviews and interviews with some of the greatest creators in the industry, but only one will tell you scientifically what the worst comic book of all time is.
And the best. We've been ranking comic book stories for 6 years.
We have a list with over 1,000 comics on it, and we're adding more every month.
More Rocket Ajax on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Here at Chat of the Wild, our Game Club podcast, we have been using our lens of truth to do deep dives on the Legend of Zelda series, in order, covering 1 to 2 dungeons each episode. Our show also looks at Zelda-likes, such as Crusader of Senti, Golden Axe Warrior, and the bizarre journey of For the Frog, The Bell Tolls. Join us right now as we play Ari and the Secret of Seasons, our first new release since Season 1, or check out our past seasons breaking down nearly 20 action-adventure titles. New episodes drop every Wednesday, here on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Pate.
Let's go to the party, Chris.
Let's do it.
Waltz for the Moon plays.
Yeah.
Squall is doing what I do at parties, lean against the most inconspicuous wall and be by myself.
Stands awkwardly alone.
This was me at every party when I was 16.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck I got invited to this shit.
Yeah.
Eventually, I stopped being invited. How about that?
Me too. I kind of 50-50. Like sometimes I would be on the wall. Sometimes I would kind of, it depends on my company.
It's like, is my Nike shirt cool? It's probably not cool.
I really want to go home and finish Final Fantasy IX. The problem was we didn't have phones to look at.
No, there was nothing to do.
Fucking sucks. All you have to do is just sit there and just live in your anxiety.
Learn the Wu-Tang Clan.
Fucking can't go get on Discord and talk to the real net.
A server walks by and hands Squall a drink.
Yeah,
I guess
finally.
The drinking age is 17
He's got something to hold in his hands.
Fuck it, dude. Having something to hold in your hands, it's great.
Yeah, that's how I started smoking, dude. I mean, I quit like 10 years ago, but like that's how it happened.
Fuck.
Zell, he's here.
He walks by, he yos Squall.
Yo.
Then runs up and sups him.
Yep, he said he tells Squall they're both SeeDs now. Thanks.
Yeah, no shit, Zell.
Yeah, he does the spit and handshake thing.
Did you see it this time? Where he spits on his hand, rubs it off, and offers for a shake? Put it there, man.
Yeah.
Squall no-sells it.
Yeah.
All of it, remaining motionless. What an asshole.
Yeah.
He drinks his drink and looks to the right while Zell notes that even as a SeeD, he's still the same.
Fucking asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, Squall is like doing the no confidence, lean against the wall, disinteresting, but he's also too cool for school at the same time.
Yeah, he's...
Like, he could not care less about this.
Yeah, and...
He's here so he won't get fired.
What does this say about Zell, that Zell is still trying to make friends with Squall? Like, I think...
Zell can make friends with no one. Squall is the furthest he's gotten because they've worked together in the field.
Okay.
So there is like a men on the battlefield relationship there that they have.
Squall doesn't even want to tell him to fuck off.
No, but they're in the
trying
same...
to tell him to fuck off with body language,
right.
but Zell's not reading the body language.
But they're in the same group project, right? Like in college when I was in group projects with people and then saw them 2 years later, I'd be like, hey, remember me? And she'd be like, Daryl?
You know what? My last college group project, before I graduated, keep in mind, I did not graduate originally when I went to college. I graduated when I went back to college.
Congratulations, Chris. Congratulations, Chris.
Yes, I did. But here's the thing. Do you know what it's like, senior year of college, in a group project, and be 30?
It's like a nightmare, Chris.
30 years old, like with a bunch of 21-year-olds. And
how'd that go?
I was already working a full-time, relatively professional job, so I like already knew how to do shit.
Yeah.
This is business school, so I already knew how to do shit. And this was like just on the cusp of the age of where being digitally literate and being able to like work on a shared Google Doc and like send people shit and be collaborative online.
Right.
Couldn't fucking do any of that
Not
shit.
happening.
So it was a fucking nightmare. Anyway, carry on. Let's do this fucking podcast. I don't want to relive that.
Can I tell you a story about college now?
Yeah.
Great.
It's about horse
testicles. A little bit.
Okay.
Not that one. I've already told that story. It's called me walking into a restroom and seeing a guy with his back against the wall doing a 7-foot piss into a urinal.
Cool, I guess.
I had to stop and wait. I wasn't going to jump that.
We also played a lot of Final Fantasy VIII in college.
Off-screen, Selfie can be heard asking someone if they want to join the Garden Festival Committee. She's still at it. It was Zell, who just remembered he has to go and bails on the conversation. I wish these children would talk about the deeply fucked graduation thing earlier today.
Yeah, me too.
Selfie then rushes up to Squall, who is still slumped up against the wall. She asks about the Garden Festival Committee, telling Squall he can help whenever he has time. She says, please. You can reply, yeah, I guess so, or the fucking 5 dots. What'd you pick?
5 dots.
I picked, yeah, I guess so.
No, it doesn't really change.
I felt bad.
Yeah.
Squall notes that Selfie seems to be putting a lot of time into this. Selfie jumps with disbelief and joy, begging Squall to work hard on it as they work all on their SeeD stuff. She waves by and it fades to black. Chris, she's going to be crushed when I do nothing.
Group projects, by the way.
CG cutscene.
Yeah, shooting star.
Yeah, like it's like you look up at that domed glass roof, which I don't think was architecturally possible at this scale. And the moon is out because it always is, and there's a shooting star that crosses in front of it. Squall has been looking up at it, acknowledging it. His gaze then drifts over to a woman in a white dress staring upward at the same shooting star. They appear to be the only 2 people in this ballroom who took notice. The woman in the white dress notices Squall looking at her, narrows her eyes, then smiles. She holds up one finger pointing toward the sky at the star. Squall nods his head and she starts to walk over. Chris, you know what this was?
Motion capture?
Destiny.
Oh, the star was Destiny.
Yes, the 2 that notice it, the 2 star-crossed lovers, if you will. The star crosses their path, they see it. Knows this. Squall acknowledges it.
This is the beginning of Squall's character development, maybe? I don't know.
I think so.
Could be. This woman here, she's got some extreme bubbly energy, I think.
I think Selfie has majority of the bubbly energy here.
Well, there's a nonchalance to her.
Okay, yeah. She's very comfortable.
Even though she's dressed elegantly, she's got a very...
She contrasts heavily with Squall's dark-fitted slouch.
That's exactly what I was getting at, yes. Then we get the most memed scene in Final Fantasy VIII, right?
Yes.
This woman walks up to Squall and says, "You're the best looking guy here."
My guy who suffered a severe laceration to the face earlier this morning.
Yes.
It might even be infected.
Yes. This is Tetsuya Nomura's plan finally come to fruition. The best looking guy in this video game? It's me.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yeah.
It's me.
I'm the best looking guy.
Yeah, this scene was memed to hell because somebody took a screen cap of this in a
super pixel zoom.
Yeah, super pixel zoom.
Like playing a PS1 through composite cables on like a fucking 4K TV or something.
I was going to say an improperly calibrated emulator.
Also possibly that.
But yeah.
It looks like shit, but it's fixed, quote unquote, for the remaster.
Yeah, fixed kind of.
Which Square acknowledged in a fucking post, which is funny.
Yeah.
White shoes, white dress. She matches, Chris.
Yeah.
She says, dance with me. Squall takes a drink and the music stops.
Yeah, he treats the pretty lady like he treats Zell. He just fucking does nothing.
Nothing. No sell.
Nothing.
She guesses he'll only dance with a person he likes. He no-sells that too, all of it.
Yes.
She then puts a hand on his face and then says, "Okay then, look into my eyes. You're going to like me. You're going to like me." Oh, I get it, Chris. She's trying to hypnotize him like an evil witch, a sorceress.
I put that she was acting like Grobik.
I'm going to make you explain that.
Because there were hyphens in between all the words. Because she said it over and over again.
Well, I pictured I thought she was touching his face, but really she was pretending to like swing a pocket watch.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Right,
okay,
like hypnotizing.
Yeah, I was fixated on the words because she says it over and over again, and it scrolls pretty quickly if you keep pressing the button.
But she gets him, dude. She asked him if it worked, and he giggles.
Yeah, she extracts a chuckle from Squall.
She did it. She cracked the exterior.
Yeah.
Squall says he can't dance like Phil Collins.
Yeah. She drags him to the dance floor now, right?
Yeah, she tells Squall he'll be fine. I'm looking for someone. I can't be on the dance floor alone. CG cutscene, Chris. What's happening here? This is my nightmare.
Oh, when someone drags you onto a dance floor?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
I have snatched my hand back and walked to my car.
Wow.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Yeah, my high school prom went great. Thanks.
I have the image of somebody doing the fishing line thing.
Oh, that bullshit?
At a wedding.
Uh-huh.
And thinking about how I would have to run away if that happened to me.
Yeah, what you do is you grab hold of the line and pretend to jerk it as hard as you can, so you fish them.
Yeah,
that's right.
Great.
CG cutscene.
Yeah.
The woman with stunning confidence drags this uncomfortable-looking boy out to the dance floor with one hand. It zooms in on Squall's utterly bewildered face. She stops abruptly and they collide. Or they don't. There's a collision noise, but they don't actually make contact if you look close. Probably because it's hard to make CG characters touch each other.
Mm-hmm.
She places one of his hands on her side and the other hand raised in the air, then she grabs it. She then begins to lead Squall in a dance and the camera cuts between his baffled face and their shuffling feet. She is manhandling this dude and kind of laughing at all the expression of CG could yield in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if she's into him or if she's fucking with him. They do some kind of pull apart and return move and my dude almost football tackles her, but she withstands the blow. My guy then tries to abandon ship, turning his back and walking away in the middle of the fucking dance floor. But he leaves his right hand out a little bit. She takes the bait and grabs it, reeling him back in. They do some more dance moves, but Squall performs a little bit better. It looks halfway elegant. They bump into a couple next to them, a guy who looks like a young Kazuma Kiryu and a woman in a red dress.
Was it Quistis?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It could have been.
It was the same colors as her outfit. I thought it was her.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Fake net, was that Quistis?
Initializing fake net.
No.
They get into a hard stare-off. Squall returns a shocked, confused gaze, and the woman in the white dress stares daggers into their souls. The camera cuts to her face. She looks at Squall and kind of smiles, then narrows her eyes and shrugs the whole thing off. The camera fades, and when it picks back up, our heroes, from the point of view just above the floor, confidently resume and perform the remainder of the dance. I can't tell if the rest of the dancers are locked in identical mocap, but I don't think so. It ends with the lights going dark, which may just be a dramatic effect. And Squall and his date are locked in close embrace. Fireworks above them explode. This time, neither one of them look up. Their eyes are on each other. On me. Their eyes are on me, Chris.
Oh, great.
After it's over...
Is this the same song that the waltz song that we heard to start with? Okay, Waltz for the Moon. Okay.
After it's over...
The moon, it's huge. Sorry.
Waltz for it. She gives Squall a strange look, seems to steeple her hands, then walks away toward her friend group. Squall stares at that ass.
Is that it?
So this thing was mocapped, like with the mocap actor being like a stumbling dumbass, right?
I guess so.
Like I've seen behind the scenes footage and whatever research I did for this, and like I think the retrospective that Square made, where they actually mocapped this whole thing with all these dancers.
Yeah. This shit was bonkers in 1999.
This was the signature sequence. This is why it was used for the real-time PS2 demo for the Emotion Engine.
Yeah, it still looks surprisingly good. Yeah.
Like facial expressions don't look that great, but the actual animation's perfect.
I actually kind of think that this scene looks better than this scene would look if this game was remade.
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? Like it would be more
Did you see the PS2
still
footage?
Hmm?
Did you see the PS2 footage?
I've seen it in the past. I haven't gone back and watched
Looks
it.
all right.
But yeah, they would not use FMV for.
No, it would be an engine.
Yeah,
so there wouldn't be that many custom animations.
It would feel stilted. Maybe I don't know. Maybe do it. I don't give a fuck. Remake Final Fantasy VIII for all I care.
They really should.
I'll play it. Yeah, I like it so far.
They won't.
Again, they won't. The point here, Eric, is that Squall learned how to dance in 25 seconds.
That's right.
Yes, I wish I could learn how to dance in 25 seconds.
No, it's been 37 years for me. Can't do it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Luckily, everybody's married now. No more weddings to go to. All that's done.
God, at what point in time did I like going to weddings? Because I think, like free booze and food and seeing your friends and stuff, to just fucking just dreading it.
They're awful. They're pretty bad.
It's bad.
I think everybody has their own wedding threshold before they're done. For me, it was 4. For you, it seemed to be like 15 to 20.
I don't think I've been to 15 to 20 weddings.
Oh.
Maybe. I've been to a lot.
For you, it was 7.
Been a lot. I was in a lot of weddings too.
Your wedding was fun, Chris. Thanks.
Thanks. It was fun. There was an Optimus Prime helmet there. I took the garter off my wife's leg and opened it like the Matrix of Leadership while You Got the Touch was playing. That was fun, I guess.
Signature moment.
Let's carry on.
Let's go to the balcony, Chris.
Yeah,
there's no real debrief from that.
No.
Squall is out here alone.
Yeah, he has to unpack what's going on. What the fuck just happened to me?
The music is also really buried in the mix, too.
Yeah, it is. And
the party is still happening behind him.
Yeah.
My dude left the party for some balcony stairs.
Quistis is out here, and I think that she has a feeling of what's going on. Like, I feel like she just witnessed this, right?
Oh, she definitely witnessed this.
Okay. And if
this is very designed, what's about to happen.
This is especially tense when I was reading this scene in this recent playthrough, because I thought that collision during the dance scene was her dancing with somebody else. But I don't think it was. Yeah.
If it was, that adds a new dimension to this, but I think that, I don't know, I'd have to go look at it.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need that moment for the tension anyway, just because of what's about to happen. But she says Squall is a perfect student and a perfect dancer now.
She said you're an excellent student. Even the dance was perfect.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Chris, is that an honest compliment or a probe spawned from strange jealousy?
Yes. The second one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Squall looks around, pauses, and says, "Thank you." There's an even longer pause, and Squall huffs and says, "Yes." What an asshole.
Yeah.
Quistis unsheaths her knife and holds it at Squall's throat. So you'll dance with someone you don't even know, but you can't stand being around me?
God.
She's going for the kill, Chris.
Yeah, she's going for the kill. And
that knife thing was a metaphor, by the way. She didn't actually do that.
She's confronting Squall with herself.
Yes.
Yes.
My boy, whatever's that shit.
Yes.
Quote, "You're an instructor and I'm your student."
Yeah, that's like the line
fire cave.
Yeah, the fire cave line. That was in the Japanese version. He just said, "You're a teacher."
Yeah.
Which it's great.
It's kind of awkward when you don't say anything. Quistis laughs and confesses this is true, that she was like that herself. Quote, "Oh, I completely forgot. I wonder what's become of me." She gains her composure and she says she's come to give Squall an order. "You and I are to go to the, quote, secret area." Chris, hit the fucking alarm sirens.
Okay.
She hasn't changed her composure, actually. She's losing it. So did she forget about the way she used to act, or is Quistis experiencing some kind of amnesia? Or is it like an expression, like, "I forgot that I used to be young like you a year ago"?
I think she's kind of being flippant a little bit, like trying to be...
Dude, teacher asking you to go to the secret area after you've just had your first interaction with a girl that's gone well for the first time in your entire life.
Yeah.
And she walked away. Like, when like, Squall and this white-dressed woman broke away, there was clearly to me like, "Oh, you're going to go talk to your people. Let's go get a drink." Like there's a further interaction on the table here.
Yeah.
You don't just break away from one dance like this.
Yeah.
But Quistis cuts that shit off immediately.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's
go to the secret area.
Has she played this game before?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, Quistis does kind of fall, as far as archetypes go, she is the damaged woman.
Yeah.
Also occupied by Tifa and Freya and Lulu, because there's only 3 women Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah, kind of. So...
Fran. It's where students secretly meet up after curfew. It's inside the training center. Squall plainly asks what she wants to do there, then basically asks if Quistis is a cop. If that's the case, forget it. Even for the disciplinary committee. Quistis laughs and waves her hand around. Quote, "Go get changed and meet me in front of the training center. This will be my last order." Dude,
I wasn't ready for this.
This is fucked, but it's also genuinely intriguing, and Quistis may be more of a psychopath than Seifer. I have no idea where this goes at this moment. Like, I forgot. I remember they had that balcony conversation, but I forgot that she was that hard up.
Yeah. So,
what's her last order? What are we supposed to make of that?
Well, I don't know.
Like, is she gonna like?
I thought that it was because she, like, since we've graduated into SeeD now, she no longer has authority over Squall.
Yeah, that's a reading of that.
But
sure.
that's not the reality. Did you speak with her again?
Yeah.
You can ask her about the term last order, and she simply says, "I have a lot on my mind."
Great answer.
Which, great.
And clearly, this balcony that's secluded is not quite secluded enough. We need to go to makeout point.
You can also check the location again if you forgot. I guess, I don't know. You can't really get lost in this part. So
back in the dorm, Squall's magically teleported back here. I put my Squall clothes back on.
Yeah.
It lets me walk all the way back. Garden has a severe cricket problem in the hallway. Faculty is blocking all the other spokes of Garden, so I go to the training center.
Yep.
Quistis is waiting in the hallway.
Arms folded.
Shit, did she put on like her pink fit, right?
Yeah, her basic outfit. Yeah, her character model outfit.
Squall, I was just wondering. I'm like, oh man, here it comes.
Yeah.
Have you fought the T-Rexar in the training center? Lady, are you fucking with me?
Yeah, what's going on?
That's what you were wondering?
That's what all my hot teachers ask me, Eric.
Are we about to get some lore as to why this thing's here?
Have you fought the T-Rex?
No. Squall isn't sure. Yeah. He didn't remember fighting a dinosaur.
I did in my game. Quistis says that it can be easily beaten by using status-J.
Hell yeah, you got status J, son.
Yeah.
We're about to get a status changes tutorial.
Status J.
Secret menus and menus by pressing left on the D-pad.
Status
so many
J
menus.
is my favorite ABA basketball player.
Fuck. It adds status to weapon attacks and defense. Actually, it's a pretty cool stat. One of the more effective things we've learned about in tutorials.
Yeah.
It also basically lets you know 100% isn't effective enough for boss fights. So it's a help. It's not a complete cheat.
Right. It factors into the formula.
I like that Quistis gives outside of school tutorials to the dumbest kid in class. Chris, I also did this in high school.
Yeah.
I got to school an hour early so I could learn algebra better.
Oh, good job,
She's a
Eric.
good teacher.
Cool.
Except she's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She tells me to junction sleep to attack, but I don't have any fucking sleep spells.
Yeah, I didn't either. I think I had some blinds, so I used those.
It also won't let me pull my GF off selfie. Just kidding. I figured it out. I take Quistis back to my room in the dorm.
What?
I walked all the way back to the dorm with her and my party to see if she would do anything.
Oh, okay.
Like I tried to get in my bed and she didn't do shit because it's not programmed into the game. But I was like, this will be fucking weird.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't stop you back in the hallway.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the faculty was like, where are you going? We entered that training center.
Yeah.
Fear plays.
Yeah, I'm scared. Genuinely.
Me too.
Not of the T-Rex, mind you.
I fight 2 grats.
Yeah, those are the weed things, right?
They're just mobile weeds.
Yeah.
They sound like this when they come onto the field, Chris. And they sound like this when they die.
Oh, thanks.
They poisoned me and put me to sleep. Fucking shit.
Yeah, these things are annoying.
I drew 100 sleep and 100 silences.
Oh, I should have done that. I need to go back here and do that.
Eventually, we go back around to that entrance we noted in episode 2, the secret area.
Yeah, it's not so secret, is it?
No, it's just clearly marked.
Get past the T-Rex and you're fine. So it is indeed a lookout point.
Music, tell me, plays.
Eric, you can see everything from Lookout Mountain.
Why settle for a peak, Daniel, when you can see everything from Lookout Mountain?
Quistis is clearly taking Squall to the makeout zone. It's yet another balcony overlooking the wilderness outside of Garden, and it's actually interesting to see how far away the training center is from Central Garden.
Did you...
It's miles and miles.
You already said the song, right? Tell me.
Yeah.
It has the Balam Garden melody in it, but it's softer.
It's
and,
like a remix almost.
It's great. I like this song a lot.
2 other heterosexual couples are out here.
Yes.
I would think that a student and teacher joining them would be a problem, but a Squall would say, whatever.
Yeah. Quistis says that she hasn't been here in a while. Squall and Quistis walk forward as the angle changes to the lookout point of the main portion of the garden.
Quistis saw Squall sulking and then briefly sparked back to life in the arms of a random girl and immediately deployed this plan she's had on deck for a year.
This goes hard.
They both walk to the edge of the balcony. After a while, they just stare out there for a long time at the garden halo.
Yeah.
She asks Squall what time it is. He looks over at her and says, the clock's at Balam train station. He doesn't say that. He looks over at her and says nothing for a little too long and then tells her it's after midnight. Quistis lowers her head and says, oh, well.
Yeah.
My guy is about to not ask why that matters.
Well, Quistis says that she's quitting her job so she can court one of her former students. Basically, she says, I, Quistis Trepp, am no longer an instructor as of now. I'm a member of SeeD now, just like you. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up working together.
So is she kind of like a TA then? Like just doing like a year of instruction before she moved to like her next phase of SeeD?
That's what it seems like, but we get some more information on that in a second. Squall looks over and he looks at her for a second, and then he glances back out
Gives her
towards
an
the
honest
view.
response.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, really?"
Uh-huh.
Quistis wonders if that's all he's going to say.
Yes.
If that's how it was decided, you have to abide by it, says Squall.
At this point, I noticed the garden's light is pulsing in the background.
Yeah. And Quistis lingers for a bit, but then she comes completely clean. She says, "They told me that I failed as an instructor. Basically, I lacked leadership qualities."
She does not have the makings of a leadership teacher.
No. She goes on. "I was a SeeD by the age of 15, got my instructor license at 17. It's only been a year since I got it." Squall then turns and just looks the other way. While Quistis completes her thought, she says, "I wonder where I went wrong. I did my best."
You notice the Squall is not paying attention,
No.
turns to face him, then asks if he is listening.
Yeah.
Chris, this is very heartbreaking, but also she is still doing inappropriate interactions with her student.
Yes,
My sympathy
also-
is limited.
Yes. Yeah. Squall seems to be immune by the power dynamics here.
He says the most ice-cold thing I've seen in my life.
Are you done yet?
Fuck.
Never say that to anybody.
Never, ever say that. It never makes anything better.
Yes.
Feels good.
Only say that when someone's like eating a steak.
Only say it to a cop.
I only say this to my wife when she drinks a beer. 'Cause she drinks slowly, and if we're at a restaurant, she'll order a beer, and in the second beer, when the
check's coming out.
when the check's coming out,
Yeah,
we'll
and
be
you're
there
like, we're here for their
fucking.
15
I'm like,
minutes.
there's people waiting. Come on.
I'm like, just drink it. Just drink the rest of it.
Yeah.
You can chug it. I've seen you do this.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know.
The fuck out of El Nepal.
Yeah, he leans up against the wall and he says he doesn't want to talk about it. What am I supposed to say about other people's problems? 2 questions.
Uh-huh.
Is Squall mentally ill?
I think he is the extreme. I don't know, because like every teenager's an asshole to an extent, but this is irredeemable. What's up? Like he needs to talk to someone, and it's not Quistis.
Okay, so that probably answers my second question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Uh-huh.
Is Squall a fuckboy?
I don't think he's a fuckboy because he doesn't have a fuck posse. Like fuckboys impress their other fuckboy friends with their fuckboy antics.
I
right?
think, if Zell had friends, he might be a fuckboy.
Yeah, Zell would definitely be a fuckboy. Zell is like, can graduate into that still.
Okay.
Squall is a lone wolf loser at the moment.
Okay.
Which honestly, like, he's a shitty character, but I think him being labeled as a bad character is unfair because he is an actual character.
Yeah.
He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, Quistis touches her heart and says she's not asking Squall to say anything. I just want you to listen.
Yeah. Seems fair.
Very fair point.
It does seem fair, although the circumstances in which we have been taking to this lookout mountain,
Again, still fucked up.
Where we can see everything, is still is fucked
Like,
up.
I thought my opinion of Squall couldn't get any worse than the whole "Are you done?" section. But do you have his next comment? She says, "I just want you to listen," and he says, "Then go talk to a wall."
Yeah. Fuck. Quistis doesn't beat the fuck out of him.
No, she no-sells it.
Yeah. She asks Squall if there's times when you want to share your feelings with someone.
Absolutely not.
Squall then says that everyone has to take care of themselves.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Chris.
Yeah. Is this a sign that Squall has thought about this idea of sharing feelings but simply cannot do it?
No, I don't think he has introspection at all.
Okay.
I think he's pure surface. Like, this is Squall.
Okay. Because I was wondering if maybe he's bottled up because he's OD'd on Quetzalcoatl. I'm not sure. We're going to find out.
Maybe, yeah.
Squall says he doesn't want to carry anyone's burden, which, again, does this imply an existence of a burden already carried?
Yeah, has he carried a burden before? We don't know anything about his past, really, do we?
Yeah, that's the question. Is he carrying a burden? Is that why he's like this? Or is he just doesn't want to deal with it? Because, like, you would think that you would only get to this point in your career as a mercenary child soldier if you have some level of drive. I mean, obviously, Squall is skilled, but, like, why is he going through the motions if he doesn't give a fuck about anything?
I mean, there's been examples of very talented sports players just walking away to, like, Andrew Luck style, right?
Yeah.
Like, very good at this, but my heart's not in the game anymore.
Yeah.
So
I guess the real question is, does Squall love battles?
Does he fear anything?
I think the answer is he loves battles, he fears nothing.
I think so. Him and Seifer are the same, really, if you think about it.
Fuck.
Wow. I'll just call him Seifer.
That part's definitely going in the trailer.
Quistis stares straight for 5 seconds, then touches her face. Quote, no leadership qualities, failed instructor, perhaps they're right. The camera pans up to the night sky. This is probably the saddest thing in a Final Fantasy game for me so far.
Yeah.
Like 7 certainly had its tender moments, but this was like back and forth. Because usually the writing was of a quality before where characters more spoke than spoke to each other. And this felt like a real interaction between two characters that was countered with back and forths.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, if you think about I mean, season 2 of Retrograde Amnesia, Chrono Cross, most conversations are perfunctory.
They're explanatory.
They're to tell us about the world around us. There's a few character moments, but
there's
not,
Harley and Starkey, and then what else?
Yeah, that's kind of it. Like Karsh and Dario.
A little bit.
That's pretty much it in that game. And I mean, Xenogears had a lot of this.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, I don't think it was, the back and forth was a little bit less.
And the perils of its localization didn't help either.
Yeah. Thanks, Richard. So then we can leave now, right?
Chris, is this a plot, or did Quistis quiz an instructor to more or less make out with Squall here and it didn't work?
No, I think actually she is a bad leader. I think that's the point.
Okay, but she also want to make out with Squall here?
Oh, yeah,
or did she just want him to listen, wink, wink?
This is more of like a, she did not want to waste this opportunity.
Oh, I see. Like final time, basically?
Or actually she wanted, this was...
Shoot your shot?
This was already her plan because she was going to do this at 12:01 or whatever. But the whole like woman in white dress thing...
Mm-hmm. Just set it off.
Escalated the plot, yeah. That's why it became maybe as awkward as it did.
Next question. Was Squall right to respond harshly, soundly rejecting Quistis' inappropriate advances? Like, should he have given it to her as hard as he did, because that's the only way to make her wake up and realize this is not appropriate?
Maybe yes with the qualifier, if he had said that. Like, he should have...
Yeah.
You know, I don't...
Well, he did say, you're a teacher, I'm a
Yeah,
student.
that is true. Okay, so then I think Squall's response is mostly appropriate. He's still an asshole, but... Yes, I agree. If she had not been his instructor, then it would be a little bit of a different story here. Although I don't think that we're supposed to think about that in Final Fantasy VIII in 1999, but we are now. It is 2021.
So we're deposited back into the training center. It seems weird that Squall and Quistis are still together here.
Yeah, they've got to go fight some
Seems
fucking
like he should have just
T-Rex
peaced
together.
out and returned to his dorm.
Yeah.
And to, like, go cry. As we make our way toward the exit, we hear kind of a bird cry, and then someone off-screen begs for help.
Yeah.
Quistis rushes forward and begs Squall to come on. We make our way to a new zoomed-in screen of the fence area, and a lady who came to see Squall in the infirmary. She's here. She's still wearing her shawl and dress in the student battle center in the middle of the night.
Yeah. What?
Okay. She's being harassed by a flying bird thing.
Yeah.
She sees us approach, and then she says, Squall, Quisti, which is obviously a pet name for Quistis.
Yeah, it's like she
knows us.
Yeah.
That's a term of endearment. Shit. Squall draws his gunblade, and the thing screams. Force Your Way plays.
Yes.
Boss fight.
I was not expecting a boss battle here, but I was like, hey, video game mechanics.
You fight Grinaldo and 3X Ronaldos, not the soccer player.
When I was doing this part for the podcast, I was playing with the Switch on the handheld mode, like with the little fucking thing that you...
Controller?
No, the
kickstand.
The kickstand, thank you. On the table with a controller, and it was starting to get awkward, so I was like, I'm going to put this thing on the TV because Brooke was getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, you want to see what Final Fantasy VIII looks like?
Did she say hell no?
Yes, but I said, let's just watch real quick. And I plugged it in and started doing the boss battle. And her response was, I had no idea that's what these games looked like. What are you doing? Like,
why are you telling them to attack people?
She was
Why don't
like,
you just hit him?
She was like, I don't want to watch you sit here and just figure stuff out in the menus. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm drawing magic from these guys.
And then I'm stalking it 100 times. Isn't this exciting?
This was also amplified by the fact that we're fighting Grinaldo and Raldo. And Grinaldo likes to pick up Raldo. And
it was
Raldo.
Ronaldo.
Huh?
I thought it was Ronaldo. Is it Raldo or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo? Like the soccer player?
That's what I just, Isn't it Ronaldo or is it Roldo?
I can go check the FAQ real quick, or you can just ask FakeNet.
Fuck it, FakeNet.
Initializing FakeNet.
It's Raldo, dumbass.
But yeah, they pick them up and throw them at you, which is an interesting symbiotic relationship. It's some real Master Blaster shit down here.
Yeah.
More importantly, they each have Shell and Protect, which are two very handy and very junctionable defense spells.
Yeah, I wish I would have spent more time drawing these things, but I didn't.
Me and Quistis each took 100 of each. Oh, by the way, we also drew 100 blinds and sleeps and thunders for Quistis. I spent a long time here.
Oh, great. We know how this video game works.
Uh-huh.
And
gotta catch them all.
Giant bug creature.
Yeah, they're like bug things.
And then the Raldos, the things on the ground, they are like armadillos. And they will not attack you independently until you kill the bug thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just rolls them at you like bowling balls. It's a very easy battle, so you can actually stand to stay here and
draw some stuff.
Draw a lot, yeah. But we win. Victory music.
After the battle, we also get new music. Drifting. Plays.
Yeah, there's two dudes here dressed in tan clothes.
I got white jumpsuits with golden shoulder pads.
Okay.
They flip out of the sky.
Yeah.
They tell Mystery Lady, who's on her knees on the ground, that it is not safe here.
Yeah.
Please, let's go. She says, all right, and they help her up. All three then face us. The mystery woman turns to face us, but then one of the jumpsuit guys puts his hand around her, and they escort her off.
No conversation about this.
No,
other than
we don't.
Who was that?
Yeah, this. I feel like the game's cheating us here because it's creating a mystery for the player, but we should our character should definitely be talking about this.
Yeah, they should maybe go tell
She said
somebody.
our names.
Yeah.
After they leave, Quistis asks who this is, which is a surprise because this person called her a term of endearment, and I figured they knew each other. And it fades to black, and now we're back in the training center like everything is normal.
Was that real?
Yeah, that's a good question too, right? Scientology jumpsuit people come in and fucking kidnap her. Like, how'd she get here? Why is this person here in the middle of the night? The faculty, which watches over everything, would see that she's not a student, Chris. I bet they all have fucking badges.
I don't know. Well, there's one more interaction here as we leave.
Yeah.
We get to the end of the hallway. Quistis tells Squall it's not like everyone can get by on their own, you know. Squall, in Squall fashion, says who? Question mark.
Chris, you know what this is the end for, I fear?
Quistis' character development?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this might be it.
Really?
I don't remember, but I don't know that, like, she develops this much. Like, she is now the damaged woman. She's complete.
Yeah, I'll have to pull the quote later, but the developers, may have been Kitase, said that when this story was written, it was specifically written for Squall and the female lead of this game, with the other characters mainly being there for support. Like, they did not think them through as with backstories and whatnot as much as they did with in previous games.
I don't think she wins most useless, but I do think she'll win most disappointing.
Yeah, because she is from a visual design standpoint, she's cool.
Yeah, she's your blue mage too.
Yeah, blue mage, hell yeah, Strago.
But that's it, Chris.
Yeah, that's it. We'll fucking go see Zell on the next episode.
Yeah. Ride our hoverboard.
Yeah, and then go out to the
fight a demon.
Shit, yeah. Let's consult the RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
Shy Guy 32 says, Seifer calling Quistis a mediocre instructor hits harder knowing what's coming up, like knowing the scene.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Knowing this is her last day and she knows it but didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
It kind of validates his criticism.
Mm-hmm. Cosmo says, I wish I could react with the funky Squall face. We need to get that on here. Sorry, I'll get on that tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be a good emote, I think.
Shy Guy 32 says, I always got the impression that Squall knew how to dance, but was intentionally fucking it up to try to get out of doing it.
I don't see how he could know, because he would have had to have socialized before, and he doesn't do that.
Yeah, unless it was like a required course.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But he does appear to be a quick study with that stuff too, because by the end he was doing it pretty well. Also, we didn't mention it on the pod, but there's kind of a weird reason that the girl in the white dress was there. We'll find out later.
Oh, yeah. Cosmo says Zill has the most fuckboy energy from what I remember. Yeah, I think we got
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Like, it's not as strong as other fuckboys, but he does slide into that class.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, thank you, RealNet. We'll see you next time. This episode has been a production of Retrograde Amnesia, recorded on May 16th, 2021. Thank you, Mark, for the music.
You're welcome, Chris.
Find us on Twitter at RetroAmnesiaPod, and if you like us, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/RetroAM. We have early access, 2 weeks, bonus episodes, lots of them, miniseries, Terra Enigma, Parasite Eve, Xenogears Perfect Works, get it all. Vote for our next one, because we're going to do another one eventually. We've got a lot of fucking Final Fantasy VIII shit to do first, but we're going to do one.
Ring.
God bless the ring.
God bless the thing.
Stereo mix and access to the RealNet on Discord. Email us at podcast@retrogradeamnesia.com. Until next time, Eric.
Yes, who will kill God?
And now you may go back to sleep. Ding noise. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like some chocolate candy? We're also... fuck. That wasn't very funny. It was stupid. It was dumb as hell. I'm going to cut that. No one's ever going to hear that. It's not even going to be in the outtakes. He says, quote, "We are a non-profit organization."
No. We are not a non-profit organization.
Oh. Okay. Well, did you notice how everyone stomps and snaps simultaneously as we're leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, about that?
Yeah. One faculty member is here with their hands on their Mortal Kombat. Fuck.
Outstanding.
Oh my God, this one guy. Fuck. This one guy. You don't remember?
I mean, group projects are always shitty.
Yeah, you remember my dog, right?
Banks?
Yeah.
They're Sassy or Banks?
It was Banks, yeah. One of the kids in the group project came over. He has this big old fucking, because I had everybody.
Here?
I had him over here so we could fucking.
Because you have your own fucking house.
I said
You brought them out to the fucking suburbs,
I got a
Chris?
goddamn house. I hooked my laptop up to my TV upstairs, so we would have and they were amazed that I knew how to do that. Like that was the kind of fucking.
You are a god to these people.
I was a weirdo, probably.
Yeah. Did you do like 80% of the project? Were they willing and able?
I wrote the whole fuck. I wrote like a 50-page document for this.
Did you make them all pay you $50?
I should have. I did give an honest review at the end of the semester when the professor asked you to rate your peers.
You fucking sold them out, didn't you?
I didn't sell them out. I gave them an honest review.
You sold them out, Chris.
I did say they tried, but they suck. There's one guy that was okay. We need to get off this. We've got a fucking Final Fantasy VIII podcast.
Yeah, I know, but like this is a game about being in college. Stories about being in college are okay.
Okay, well, when it's all said and done, that story is going to be about 35 seconds instead of however long it just was.
Quistis saw Squall. Quistis?
I don't think it's called that.
Selena's?
Or it's something at Selena's. It's out near fucking where Papa John lives. By the way, I just said it's out by near where Papa John lives, and you just said okay. And I'm sure that anybody listening to this right now is like, what?
Oh no, that's real. He lives there.
No, yeah, it actually is near where Papa John lives.
Yeah, is the fucking the revenge is coming or fucking
the reckoning.
The reckoning. That's it.
Reckoning. I can't make my voice do that, or I won't be able to finish this fucking podcast.
The day of reckoning will come,